Hello and welcome back to my channel. And when I say welcome, I mean welcome. Over the last week, I've gotten 20 more subscribers, and I want to say thank you. Thank you so much, because we're now up to 35, and oh my goodness, I never thought I would have one, to be quite honest. I can't believe anybody is watching. So thank you so much for subscribing. You mean the world to me. And if you're new here, I try to do a new video at least once a week. I'm going to try to get up to 2 a week, but you can just subscribe and leave a comment and like and all that. It really does help. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into it. Today, I wanted to talk about my first week in Camp NaNo. And if you watched my project announcement video, you know that I am doing both Camp NaNo and World Anvil's World Building Summer Camp at the same time. And this is a lot to do. But it's actually going quite well. So the first 10 prompts are out for World Building Summer Camp. And if you want to know how that has really changed my understanding of world building and what I've been doing right and what I've been doing wrong with my worlds, if you check out my podcast, which is linked down in the description, you can, that's what this week's episode is, because their prompts have really changed the way I'm thinking about world building and tangential content and all that. It's blowing my mind. It's really, really, really powerful stuff. But I've got 6 of the 10 done. Today is the 7th. I'm recording this on the 7th. And so I have 3 days until the next 10 prompts are released. So hopefully today, maybe today, but today and tomorrow, I'm going to get the next 4 done. I already have ideas for a couple of them. There's a few that I'm really having a struggle with, like a common document in the world and a repurposed building. I think I know the repurposed building, and I'm concerned about it because I kind of want to incorporate a local legend from the area where the story takes place. We'll see, but I am really excited. It's all coming along just crazily. I should keep track of how many words I'm writing over there, because it's been a lot. I know. Let's see, the Mama Satyria article is like 1,100 words, and then most of the others are around 7, and I've done 6. So if you want to do the math, you can do the math. A lot of words over there. Really having fun writing, creating this world. These prompts have been so useful in getting me to think about things that I never would have thought about. I mean, I've created a new constellation for the setting, a condition that's caused by a drug that would not have been there if I hadn't done this project, but might actually figure into the book now. I created the character for Mama Satyria. I've created a wonderful legend and magical item for the world. So much. I can't say enough good things about World Anvil and the World Building Summer Camp. It has really, really helped me out more than I can say. As far as the writing goes on the book, I have not written like this since I was a kid. And if you don't know, if you can't tell from this beautiful face, I'm 43 years old. My first book came out when I went 15 years ago. That's when the first Liquid Sky book came out. And I've been doing this for quite some time. So I have a lot of thoughts about what should and shouldn't go into writing. And I used to be an extremely visual writer, that I would just see the story happen in front of me, and then it was a mad dash to write down as much as I could, as quickly as I could, in hopes of capturing the idea as it was happening. And that happened for my first couple books. That happened for the Liquid Sky books, the 4 Liquid Sky books. That happened for all of the stories in the Fates Horror collection. That happened for Shine Like Thunder. And then I mean, it's not that I stopped seeing the stories that I was writing, but for those of you who have followed the podcast for a while or have talked to me online, you know that quite a couple years ago I suffered from a really, really bad bout of depression, and that all dried up. And it dried up before that. It started when I was writing The Chain, and I had a lot of interesting ideas for that, but it wasn't visual. It wasn't as emotive as of an experience working on it. And the same thing was true when I worked on both Labyrinth of Souls and the three Mask of the Gods books that I can't wait for you to read. It's just not the time yet. Shouldn't release a book about death during a pandemic. Book series about death, which always feels weird that I've got 3 books written that I'm just don't feel like now's the time. It just feels wrong. But yeah, I wrote them. They came, especially the Mask of the Gods books. They were the easiest books I've written in a while, but they weren't visual in that way. This book is. This book is just coming alive, and the characters are leading the story and going, hey, what if this happened? And what if that happened? And I'm now in this flashback that I never imagined doing because I'm not a big fan of flashbacks, but it is so important to the story. It's not a prelude to the story. It's something that needs to happen when it happens in the story. And it's making me actually want to write a prequel to the book. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I have to tell myself, one thing at a time. But this week has been crazy. Okay, so I'm now at over 21,000 words into this novel. 7.5 of those words, 7,400 and change words, were written on Sunday during the big 12-hour relay AuthorTube marathon thing that they did. Got up early, went through all 12 hours, wrote, I think, a total of 7 hours. I kept track of the sprints in my Forest app. Yeah, oh my goodness, I was burned out, but yeah, added over 7,500 words to the book on Sunday. Got up yesterday and was like, I don't really feel like doing anything. My brain is just broken after all that writing yesterday. Oh wait, Jules, the dawdling writer, is doing a sprint. I love writing in her write-ins. Okay, I'll put it on. I probably won't get anything done, but I can at least be in the chat. And yeah, that started a whole thing. Yesterday, I wrote another 4,300 and some words yesterday. Don't know what I'm going to do today. Haven't gotten to that part of my day yet, but oh my goodness, this book is flowing. It is flowing so well, and I owe it all to you guys. I really do. Whether you're just one of the people that's been boosting my confidence by subscribing to the channel and watching these videos, or whether you're one of the AuthorTubers that has helped me reconnect to my love of writing. I talked about this in the chat on the Dawdling Writer's writing yesterday, but when I went through my depression, there were a good 3 years there that I didn't get anything done. I just couldn't do anything. Just breathing was hard. Getting out of bed was hard. And I'm kind of in this reboot of my entire life and career, because when Labyrinth of Souls came out, my audience was gone. They'd moved on. And I don't blame them. I mean, I hadn't done anything for 3 years, and sucks for me, but I'm going to have to start all over again. And that's daunting. It was daunting 15 years ago when I started writing, but when I started publishing books, I guess I should say, because I started writing when I was in high school, but earlier than that. But finished my first book in high school. But you all have helped me reconnect with my love of writing and just the sheer joy of it. And this community has been so wonderful to me. I just don't know what to say, and I'm hoping that I can give back just a little bit with these videos. So I'm doing really, really well. I hope you are too. Please, down in the comments, let me know how your first week of Camp Nano went. If you have any questions or anything, I'll do my best to help you out because I have gotten so much from AuthorTube. I want to give back. So please ask away. I'll see what I can do. Like I said, I've got 15 years of publishing experience in this. So I've been writing, like I said, I'm 43. I've been writing since I was in middle school. I've taken all manner of classes. I've worked with really good editors over the years. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm great, but if I can help in any way, I will. All right. Thank you so much for listening and everything. I do a weekly podcast, which you can find a link to down in the show notes. I am really active on Instagram now. I think I'm starting to figure that out. I'm doing a lot of original artwork to go along with the articles I'm doing over on World Anvil. All of that linked in the show notes below. Thank you so much. I guess I should just start saying this because I say it on the podcast. If you'd like to join my Patreon or buy me a coffee on Ko-fi, those links are also in the show notes. And yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that stuff. Thank you so much. You've made my little queer heart so happy, and there's just no words. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Now, should always end with my catchphrase from the podcast because I've noticed people really like it when I do it in chats. Don't forget to have the fun. Bye.